Hello, grandkids, it's Goober. After reading the book about camping, I decided to create a video that showed a bunch of hiking and camping pictures in it, just things that bring back good memories. And I'm calling this Camping 2, and it's the word T-O-O. It's not to be confused with the number 2. It's a word T-O-O, which is an adjective, and it's an adverb, and it means in addition to. So this is a video that I made that's in addition to, or also contains camping type pictures. So we're at the cabin, and the Goober family is sitting in a rocking chair. That quilt in the back is a beautiful quilt that Mimi made. But anyway, we decided that we needed to go outside and get some fresh air. And after talking about it, I convinced them to go on a hike. I didn't know because those little baby bears, they have really short legs, but we decided to go on a hike. So we went and found us a hiking trail. And fortunately, we had one pretty close. There's a hiking easement that goes through our property, so we just walked out and started hiking. And we saw some beautiful trees, and we saw some beautiful sunlight, and we saw some deer, and we saw some elk. In fact, here's a sign that says Elk Creek Trailhead Campground and Duck Lake Trail. Now, I've already read you a book that talked about Duck Lake, but that's not what this is about. This is a different story, so don't get confused with the other one. That sign, though, reminded me of another sign that I saw many, many years ago called the Ben Lilly Memorial. Now that's Goober on the right, and he really looks like a goober there. I have no idea where that hat came from, but I'd like to call your attention to the fine-looking man on the left. That is Amanda's grandfather. We called him Boompaw, and it's McKinley and Kyler's great-grandfather. And we used to love to go hiking in places like this valley. This is just one of those beautiful valleys, and we would put on our backpacks and we'd hike around and we'd cross rivers and we'd look at the beautiful trees, and we just had fun. The weather was cool, the clouds were beautiful, but we'd always get confused when we started. We had trouble starting our trips because here you can see that's me in the brown hat, and I'm thinking we need to go to the left, and that's Boompaw, and he's thinking we need to go to the right, and we got our compass out, and we just always got confused. But we knew that no matter where we ended up, we could have a beautiful campsite. In fact, here's a picture of one of our campsites. You can see our backpacks there. In fact, I still got that backpack. We got a tent in the background. In fact, standing by that tent is Boompaw's wife. Called her Meemaw. And she was so good at the camping and the hiking, and she was really good at balancing. In fact, here she is showing off. She's balancing on 2 logs over this really fast-running stream. I don't want y'all to do that yet because that's kind of dangerous, but she was standing up there and just posing for the picture, and we just had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time, beautiful trip. Probably the Gila River is my guess where that is. So I'm kind of tired now after doing all this talking and walking, so we decided to stop and take a rest by a creek. That's Bear Creek, and it's a beautiful flowing creek, and we just sat there and we rested. So I'm going to take a second and just catch my breath. I'm back. Here's another beautiful picture that has Meemaw and Boompaw in it. I am pretty sure that this was McKittrick. Hello, grandkids. It's Goober. After reading you the book about camping, I decided to do a second video called Camping 2. And it's going to be a compilation of hiking and camping pictures that are just fun, bring back good fun memories. Now, I want to stress, this is the word T-O-O. Let's stop it and let's try. Well, hello, grandkids. It's Goober. After reading the book on camping to you, I got to thinking I wanted to do another video, and I'm calling this one Camping 2. And it's going to be some pretty pictures of hiking and camping. Now, I don't want to confuse you, but this is the word TOO, and it's pronounced two, but it's not to be confused with the number 2. So don't confuse this with Camping 2. 2 is the number, 1 plus 1, but what I'm talking about is in addition to, because I'm doing this for you. So we start off at the cabin, got the Goober family. They just sitting around being lazy like they always do. They're sitting in the rocking chair just to rock it along, and I make a comment to them. We need to get outside and do something. They decided that would be a good thing to get outside. So after talking about it, we decided that we wanted to go hiking. So the first thing we had to do was go find a hiking trail. And we're fortunate that there happens to be a hiking trail really close to the cabin. In fact, we have a hiking trail that goes across our property, so we went out there and we started hiking. And we just had fun. It was a beautiful day. And we come across this neat sign. It says Elk Creek and Duck Lake Trail.